On the Blood side, we have a Storm Raven with las cannons, Typhoon missile launcher. We have Commander Dante, one sanguinary priest, and he's going to be proxying that he has a jetpack. We have one Death Company dreadnought with blood talons. A 8-man Death Company squad, 4 with bolters. We have one Rifleman dreadnought. We have one Devastator squad with 2 missile launchers. Forgive the unpainted model. And forgive all these guys half-painted models, but the Assault Squad, and they will be taking the Devastators will be taking a Razorback with twin-linked assault cannons. Okay, on the Eldar side, we have a Wraith Lord with a EML and a Star Cannon. We have one Farseer, a 5-man Dire Avengers, one Falcon. We have a 6-girl Banshee squad. We got a Wave Serpent. We have a 5-man Pathfinders, one 4-man squad of Reapers, one small squad of Warlocks, and then a Guardian Jetbike squad led by an Autarch. And that is the Eldars. Our deployment is table quarters, and the Eldar player deployed along that Aegis wall. And that's my new building I just built. It's kind of pretty. And the game is going to be objectives. And there's one objective there. One objective in the middle. One objective over here. And then you have this table quarter where the Blood Angels have deployed. And they're lined up nice and pretty. You have another objective right there. And then the final objective is right there. That's right, kids. 5 objectives. Okay, and I'm going to attempt to steal first turn. I do not, so we'll be back after Eldar's turn. Okay, the Dark Reaper's Wave Serpent fired at the Death Company Dreadnought and immobilized it. The Falcon and Snipers shot at the Death Company and wiped out all but 4 of them. And that is what happened on the Eldar turn 1. We'll be back after Blood Angels. Okay, on the bottom of the first turn, the Rifleman Dread moved up and shot at the Wraith Lord and did nothing. The Storm Raven and the Devastator squad shot at the Wraith Lord, and they did just enough wounds to kill him, so he went down. Razorback moved up, shot at the Falcon, but didn't do anything. And the Storm Raven, Machine Spirited, fired at the Falcon, and weapon destroyed him, and shook him, so he can't shoot next turn. So, it's the end of the first turn. We'll be on to turn 2. Okay, after the Eldar's second turn, the jet bikes came in from reserves, shot at the Razorback and blew it up. The Falcon moved over. Okay, Wave Serpent shot at the Rifleman and didn't do anything. The Reapers shot at and pretty much annihilated the Devastator squad. They're down to the last man. The Sniper shot at the Death Company and wiped out all but 1. And that's the end of the Eldars. We'll be back after Blood Angels. Okay, the Assault Marines deep struck in, shot at, blew up the Wave Serpent, killed one of the girls inside, and they are now pinned. The Riflemen shot at the Reapers and did manage to kill one of them, but they stayed put. The Storm Raven fired everything he could at the Falcon and did absolutely nothing. And the Death Company shot at, did absolutely nothing. And the Missile Launcher guy fired and did absolutely nothing. So, that is the end of turn 2, on to turn 3. Okay, the jet bikes moved up, fired at the Devastator, but he lived. And nobody shot the Storm Raven this turn. Aha! Everybody kind of turned and fired at the Assault Marines, and I did lose 2 guys, but they did make their leadership test, so they are fine. And that was pretty much an uneventful Eldar turn. It's now on to the Blood Angels. Okay, the bottom of the third, the Storm Raven shot at the Falcon, did nothing. The Missile Launcher fired at it and did nothing. The Autocannon fired at the jet bikes and did nothing. The lone Death Company guy shot at the Reapers and did nothing. The Assault Marines hopped into the assault and wiped out the Pathfinders, Warlocks, and Reapers. So, that was the only units who did anything on this entire turn. On to turn 4. Okay, at the top of the 4th turn, the Banshees moved up, assaulted the Assault Marines, and we kind of got a stalemate there, but the Assault Marines definitely lost more than they gave. The Jet Bikes moved up and a little bit of cover and shot at that Devastator who was left and did enough damage and take him out. And that was the end of the Eldar's turn 4. On to Blood Angels. The Blood Angels' 4th turn, the Rifleman Dread moved up, fired at the Jet Bikes and killed a guy. Death Company had to run towards the Autarch and shot at him, did nothing. The Death Company Dread was in range of the Stormbolter, fired at him, did nothing. Stormraven fired at the Falcon, it did nothing. Dante jumped in and joined this assault, and they wiped out the last of the Banshees. That is the end of turn 4, on to turn 5. Okay, the Falcon moved over there to claim that objective, because he has the Avengers inside. The Jet Bikes moved over to claim that objective, so right now the Eldar has 2 objectives to none, because the Assault Marines are not taking this objective. He did move his Autarch in, fired his fusion gun at this Walker, and managed to make it to where he can't shoot next turn, and then moved his 6 inches up to claim that objective, or excuse me, contest that objective. And that was the Eldar's turn 5, moving on to Blood Angels. Okay, at the end of the Blood Angels' 5th turn, Stormraven moved up to contest that objective. The Walker couldn't shoot, so he ran up there. So if the game continues another turn, he's going to be in a nice position. They shot at the Stormraven shot his Typhoon missile launcher at the Jet Bikes, and he took the wound on his invulnerable save, so he's lived. These guys moved up and shot at and killed the Autarchs, so the Blood Angels are now taking 1 objective. The Jet Bikes have 1 objective, and we're contesting this objective, so we're now going to roll to see if the game ends. It's a 3. Game continues to turn 6. And the end of Eldar turn 6, the Jet Bike stood there, shot at the Stormraven, hoping to immobilize it, and nothing happened. The Falcon moved over to get a different objective so that he can actually get an objective. And then they shot at the Assault Marines and didn't even do, or they did a wound, but it was saved. So that is the end of Eldar turn 6. On to Blood Angels. Okay, Dante jumped in, shot at the Falcon and didn't do nothing. Just couldn't get past his cover save that he was getting. Same thing that the Rifleman Dread shot at and didn't get through his cover save. The Stormraven moved in to contest that objective, so right now we have Blood Angels with 1 objective, and that one's contested, and this one the Eldar have, so we're going to roll to see if the game ends. On a 4, the game continues, on to turn 7. Okay, after the Eldar's last turn, they moved up to just kind of make sure that these guys don't get automatic hits against him, and to make sure he's still taking that objective. And the Jet Bikes assaulted the Stormraven and managed to get 1 glancing hit, which they immobilized him, which, because he moved flat out, brought him down. So they now freely hold that objective, and they get a nice cover save from a nice gigantic Stormraven. So on to Blood Angels, and it's the last phase and last turn. Okay, after the Blood Angels' last-ditch effort, the Rifleman Dread hopped up to the train, shot at them, and they made all of their armor saves. Over here, he shot at and completely whiffed getting any kind of penetration. Same thing with Dante, missed his shot, and then they got into assault and completely whiffed on all their assaults. So nothing happened over here, but we are contesting this objective. We have that objective, so Blood Angels have 1. They have that objective, so they have 1, so it is a tied game. Thanks for watching.